Hey everybody, so today my adventure is buying fruit trees and some fruit plants. I am currently just west of Gettysburg, and we're going to meet the owners of the nursery I'm at. It's called Boyer's Nursery. It's in lovely Adams County, Pennsylvania. So if you're deciding to start growing fruit trees or fruit bushes of any kind, look into a reputable nursery. I was willing to drive the 30 miles to come to a great place to get some good quality fruit trees and plants. So let's go inside. We'll go meet Dave Boyer. He's one of the managers and owners of this place. So stick with me.
Oh, excuse me.
So everyone.
There you go, sir. I don't know if there's okay.
All right, everyone. This is Mr. Dave Boyer. You're one of the co-owners, managers
Yep, family business. Yep.
of Boyer's Nursery here in west of Gettysburg. Do you want
West.
to give us a little quick history of this location?
Yeah, we're right in the fruit belt of Adams County here. This area is known for its fruit production, and hence this is how our nursery started. My great-great-grandfather started propagating fruit trees for neighbors and for sale. So the original farm here was bought in 1900, and my family's been operating ever since. I have an older brother's in the business, and some of his children. My father's still involved in the business.
So quick question for you. It's the end of April. Is it a busy time for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a busy time here. We've been shipping trees since March. It starts off slowly in March and then goes through April.
And you said you ship. Where do you go? All over the United States or
We
world?
ship into Michigan, New York, south to North Carolina.
So do you mind showing us where you store your trees throughout the year?
Sure. Yeah, let's go on back here. We'll show you.
So what is the best part of your job?
I think it's the ability to sort of not only manage and figure things out, scientifically. I mean, agriculture is real science-based, but also working with your hands. It's sort of you can sort of work your frustrations out in this business.
Well, that makes sense. I totally understand that. So now you're putting an order together for me right now?
Yep, we're getting your order together. We took your list, and we'll go to the different. We have our root cellars labeled with bin numbers, and we have it in a database. So we'll go and pick the order from the different cellars.
Okay.
This is just sort of one of our small holding cellars.
So as a new fruit grower, what is one of the big recommendations you would say? Like, what's something that I should know or someone out there in the world should know? Like, what's like one of the key one or two things that they should know?
Well, the big thing with just about any fruit tree is going to be well-drained soil. You can't put them in a low spot. So soil's the key. And then the other thing other than that is keeping all the animals, rabbits, deer. That's a big problem for people, especially these suburban houses where there's a lot of deer pressure.
Right.
They love these fruit trees, and if they defoliate them one or two nights out of the summer, you pretty well killed that tree.
Now, how about I know some orchards and some nurseries, they bring in bees. Do you do that, or you just let nature take its course?
We do rent bees for certain crops. We do rely on some wind pollination. There's a lot of natural insects that pollinate our trees. We have a lot of woodland behind us, so it's not like we're in California where there's 1,000 acres of just vegetable crops or monoculture.
Okay.
So our diversity, I think, allows more natural native insects to work. But yeah, we do rely on rented hives for pollination.
So besides fruit trees and fruit production, what other things do you sell here?
Well, we're kind of diverse compared to most of the growers in the area. We have the fruit tree production. We have a garden center. We have a landscape division. We have a retail fruit stand. And then we just rented our one building out to a guy that I sell some of our fruit to that makes hard ciders and wines.
Okay.
So we're retail oriented plus wholesale oriented.
And you also do wine tasting here and live entertainment, right?
We do some wine tastings. Very little on the live entertainment.
I was
just sort of getting started.
Yeah, I heard them talking about. There was a couple inside there talking about enjoying the wine, and the attendant was telling her about some live entertainment coming this weekend. So
yeah, we have a real pretty spot up there for people to sit down and enjoy.
And I'll go up there and take a look at it before we leave as well. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just stick with us, folks. You'll be seeing me get my order here, and I'll walk around the nursery for a little bit, and hopefully Dave can give us a quick little tour of it, and then we'll be good. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of our refrigerated warehouses that we keep our fruit trees in. We refrigerate it because we want to keep the trees dormant. These trees are essentially asleep. So we want to keep them dormant so that they don't leaf out. We want to keep them tight. Then when they come out into the sunlight, they sort of waken up and start growing. So this is a few of our peach trees. This is a grafted tree. Here's the graft union. That knot there is where the tree was grafted onto the rootstock. And then this is our variety. Let's say this is a Red Haven or a Sun High or whatever. But we sell our trees by trunk caliper. This would be a 3/4 inch size trunk.
Okay, now how cold is it in here?
Oh, well, we keep it in the, it's probably in the 40s, the lower 40s.
Yeah.
We'll keep it at this temperature until about mid to late May.
Okay.
And then by then the bare root season is over.
So you were mentioning grafting. Is that a difficult process, or is it quite easy?
Different things take better than others.
Okay.
Apple are pretty easy to graft. Peach are pretty easy. The cherry and the plum are a little more tricky.
Okay, and that comes into the science like you were talking about earlier.
Yep, there's a lot to it. Not only making those compatibilities, but insects, diseases, the soil nutrition. It all comes together.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Yep. Okay, so here we have some of our bare root fruit trees assembled. Before they go home with the customer, we like to give them a good drink of water. So we're going to go over here. We're going to dump them in this tank. It's real important that you keep these bare roots moist during the transportation process from our location to yours. So we'll wrap them in some wet sawdust in a plastic bag, and then you'll want to keep them out of the sun.
And that'll be our next shot. Okay.
Yeah, before we send the fruit trees home, we like to reduce the growth by about 1/3. So we might take out a branch or two, make sure that the tree has a central leader, and by reducing some of that growth or some of that wood on that tree, we feel that the tree has a better chance of going through the transplant shop. I'm going to take that branch out and just tip it to make that tree a little better.
As you're doing it. Okay, so how often or when should I start pruning it myself?
So next year, what you should be doing is more of a training process. Instead of trying to reduce the height of your tree, you're selecting branches that you're going to maintain for your scaffold limbs and for fruit production.
Okay. Is there something specific you want to look for on a branch?
Well, most of the freestanding apple you might trim to a central leader.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a small freestanding tree.
Okay.
So maybe a central leader, and then space out your scaffolds.
All right.
So they're not stacked on top of another.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, we're giving these trees one more drink, and then we're going to put them on the piece of burlap there and wrap them up with some wet sawdust. That wet sawdust will keep them moist until the homeowner gets them home and gets them planted.
Okay. We'll just watch them do the process.
And then if you have to keep them for a couple of days, just keep them out of the sun.
Okay.
Keep them in as cool a spot as you can, and you can wet that whole burlap sack down.
Okay.
Daily if you're holding them for a couple days. But the sooner you get them planted, the better.
I'm hoping to put these in possibly tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's good.
And then Dave's got the rest of my order over here. All my
This is the last of
asparagus,
the,
strawberries,
small fruits.
and my rhubarb. Okay, now I just go to checkout and put it in my truck.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll go look at the rest of the nursery.
Okay. Okay, here we are up at the porch of our wine tasting and hard cider tasting room. Our porch overlooks our nursery here. We have ornamental plants, Japanese maples there in the distance with the red leaves, a lot of shade trees, flowering trees, and shrubs for the gardens, roses, perennials, just about everything for your landscape needs except maybe vegetable plants and annuals we sort of shy away from. But this is our nursery. It overlooks our scenic valley here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm really jealous. It must be very difficult to come to work. I mean, it's beautiful to work here. I mean, lovely Adams County, Pennsylvania.
So yeah, that wraps it up. And how about we go down and we'll get you loaded up, Chris?
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay, here, Chris, we got your trees ready.
All right.
This is all the bare root stock that was on your list. We got it wrapped in burlap, keep it moist, and you should be good to go.
Any final words of wisdom?
No, get them planted as soon as you can. Wet that bale down when you get them home. Yeah, come check us out.
Okay. What's your contact information here?
You can check us out at BoyerNurseries.com. We have a website. We're about a half hour outside of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Our phone number is 717-677-8558.
Okay. Well, Dave, I really would greatly appreciate everything you did for me today. And, you know, folks out there, if you're interested, come out. You know, go to a quality nursery in your area, whether you're in Oregon or Louisiana. Find a good nursery that can provide you with good quality rootstock before going, you know, to a home center and buying something that you don't know where it came from. So these guys are professionals. They know what they're doing. And I know in the next few years I'm going to be having some quality fruit thanks to Dave and his